What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning into Out Loud. It's your girl, Ashley B.
And your girl, Tashara Montana.
Where we're going to be out loud with all the things we didn't get to say.
All the things we want to say.
And all the things we're going to say.
We're getting better. We're getting better.
Yep, we definitely are.
So that was a little rocky, but we're getting there.
A little bit, but it's all good.
Y'all should be used to it now.
We have a very special guest with us in the virtual building.
We do. One of my favorite people in life. I've known her since 15, huh? Tia, 15? How old were we?
Yeah.
When we were juniors? 15? Yeah.
Long time. Kind of like us for a little bit.
15, 16, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 15, 16, somewhere up in there. Anyway, introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah. My name is Tia. I don't know what you want. My name is Tia. I own my own.
She's bakery, a super mom.
Tia's Cupcakery. I make super cakes, cupcakes, cookies, all types of. Super mom. I've got 4 kids, a wife, all of that good fun stuff.
That's cool.
And she is one of the most beautiful of souls. One of the most beautiful of, like, spirit is just gorgeous. Y'all know I don't be just saying it about anybody. Y'all know I be reading spirit. Beautiful spirit. You know, it's a little talent of mine. A little
Thank
gift.
you.
Well, thank you for introducing yourself to the people, and it's nice to meet you. So we're going to jump right into this. Y'all know it is Pride Month.
Nice to meet you too.
Pride Month.
And Tia did mention that she has.
And it happens to fall in the best month of the year, which is June, because what is in June? Cancer season. Ashley, don't worry about Leos right now. This is about cancers.
See, here you go. Here you go.
What's today? It's the 20th. Yeah, we're going to get these Geminis on up out of here. Yes. Gemini season. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
On up out of here.
I feel like they came and went, honestly.
No, I was just thinking I was like, I blinked and it was Gemini season, and then I blinked again and it was like, well, okay, it's Cancer season now. Cool.
Right. But Leo's the hottest time of the summer,
Tia, what's your take on Geminis? Do you feel like I do about Geminis? Because I can't stand the Gemini. I got 4 Geminis that I like, maybe 4.
I think I may know 2 or 3 that I like. Everybody else, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I'm gonna make sure my next kid is not a Gemini, because my baby is not getting this treatment.
Don't be time your sexual activity right, so that you will not have a Gemini child. Do the math before you get it in, so that no Geminis. And try to stay away from Scorpios, because that's just because my mama is Scorpio. She a little, but
you better leave her alone.
My 2-year-old is a Scorpio though.
Okay, so see, that's a Scorpio that I would love on. Like, get all the hugs and all the kisses and all the love. Y'all. First of all of her kids are adorable. Like, literal.
He's a sweetie pie.
And stay in stuff. Like, I get a good laugh when she posted him on Facebook. A good laugh. They're so cute though. So cute. No, not too much, Tia. Not too much. Don't come for them. Don't come for them. They're not bad. They're just active. Yeah. They active.
No, they bad. Just the difference. They bad.
They're bad.
Okay.
So, I want to ask you, Tia, and again, these questions that I'm asking you, if you're not comfortable with answering any of them, you don't have to. We want you to feel comfortable. It's a safe space here at Out Loud. So whatever you're comfortable with answering and how much you're willing to, give, that's up to you.
Okay.
I respect that. So, when did you come out?
Oh, that's a sad story, y'all. I was, okay, so how old are we as sophomores? 15? think 15.
15. I don't know, because I'm young. I'm always younger than everybody. So,
and I think I'm older.
I was like 14.
Okay, so maybe
and a half, maybe 15. I don't remember.
So when sophomore year, Valentine's Day, sophomore year.
Valentine's Day, really?
So did you have somebody at that time during Valentine's Day that you were just like, I'm gonna come out, like, you know?
So there was this guy that I was talking to at the time, but I had another friend that I was dating. And I just remember leaving track practice one day and a bunch of the boys were fussing at him because they were like, you better watch out. She's hanging out with such and such. She gonna take your girl. And he came up to me doing all this fussing and whatever, talking about he didn't want me hanging out with her, so on and so forth. And I was like, you know what? We don't have to be together. I'm okay with that.
Like, you can go. You really can leave right now.
So I went home. She took me home. She, like, right after all that happened, she took me home. I went home. My mom was like, well, why did such and such, I'm not gonna say her name. Why did such and such drop you off? What happened to do? I said, well, Mama, we broke up. And she was like, why? She's on the phone too, you guys.
Oh, Lord.
And she's like, why? What happened? And I said, well, Mama, it's because I like this girl. And she told whoever she's on the phone with, hold on, let me call you back.
Ooh.
My heart just sunk.
Words you don't want to hear, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I told her, and she kind of went off for a second, and then she left and then came back, went off again, and told me that she didn't want that person bringing me home or around or doing nothing, whatever. It was a lot. It was a lot. But it took a few years, and my mom came around. That's my best friend now, so. But
I'm glad that it was a happy. I'm happy for you that it was a happy ending. It's like one of our guests on the show, her and her mom still have friction in their relationship till this day. So and it
don't look like it's gonna get repaired. And that's interesting, because I never knew that, Tia. And I think that's a good thing to highlight, is when we see parents who are accepting and so loving on their LGBTQ child, that it may not have always been that way. Because I think a lot of times we just think, oh, their parents were just so accepting. Look at how much her dad loves her, her mom loves her. We just think that they came out and everybody was cool with it. And because I honestly, till now, that didn't click to me, that damn, sometimes those relationships must be built. They just don't start off as accepting and loving about, you know what I'm saying? So that just hit me like, oh, wow, like that is a real realization.
And I'm glad you pointed that out, because I feel the same way. Like I would have thought that, oh, they were okay with it at the beginning. You know, you don't really think that it has to be built. You know, sometimes in some of these situations, you do have to, they got to take that time to be like, this is still my child. I love my child unconditionally. And if they love this person loves my child, then I'm okay with it, you know? So I'm glad you got your happy ending there.
Yeah, my dad was always on board. He was cool. My mom, it took a little while, but she's cool. She's cool. She got pride stuff and everything now. So
and see, and now we got our happy ending, and it all worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
So do you think, do you feel like you've always known that you were attracted to women?
Yeah. And I know this is really cliche, but like even in kindergarten, just it's a different, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a different connection that you have. Like I have crushes on, like, I swear to God, Chris Hemsworth, that's my husband. Okay, nobody said it. Gay or not, that's my husband.
So he is so easy on the eyes.
Oh yes, he is. I've never had, like, even when I was dating that guy, I've never had a connection with him like that I've done with women. I've always it's always something different with women. So even younger, kindergarten. I remember kissing a girl in kindergarten. Middle school, having crushes on girls and thought it was just so weird. Just it's always been there. But the moment that I felt a guy tell me who I wasn't allowed to talk to and like, and it just I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Just forget it. Just forget it.
And was that the point where you were just like, okay, here I am, y'all. This is me. Yeah. Where do we go from here? Where do y'all go from here? Because this is me.
Because I was new to the school. I had just moved to Lancaster. That was my first semester there. I didn't really know a whole bunch of people. So nobody knew who I was to begin with anyway. So it was cool because I was like, I don't have to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. It all kind of worked out.
I like that. That's good.
Let me ask you this. So do you think, because since you've always known and you've always had that different connection, like, did you date, like, because I know you said that guy, did you just kind of date a guy because you felt like this is what I'm supposed to do?
That's what I was supposed to do.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have a bunch of guy friends. I've always been really good with guys, like, but they're friends.
A friendship, right? A friendship kind of way.
It's one word that you use that I'm so happy you used. And I want to point this out because I say this to people all the time. Because one thing that gets me so mad when people, when I got a debate with people about anything LGBTQ related, people's minds automatically, when you say attraction, people's minds automatically go to sexual attraction, physical attraction. Because when you mention LGBTQ, what everybody always say, nobody want to know about what you're doing in the bedroom. First of all, ain't nobody mentioned the bedroom but you. I am so happy that you said you've connected differently with women, because I don't think people really think it's really about the way you just connect with somebody, physical aside. Like that, like I am so happy that you specifically said that word, because I be ready to slap people when the first thing they do is talk about a sexual thing. I be ready to just knock them out. Like, okay, I can't even debate with you because you're ignorant all around. So like, did y'all hear what she said? She connect
differently
with women than men. Ain't nobody said nothing about no sex. So
at all.
Get that out y'all.
That's what's up. So that answered my question there, because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do, because that's what we're taught, very early on, of course, man and woman. Now you did mention, you're married, you have kids and things like that. So do you want to share, like, how you met your wife and what, made you feel like she was the one? Like, this is it.
I met my wife at my previous job. Honestly, I was already married when I met her to another woman. I had just had my oldest son, who is 6 now. Actually, I'm lying. I knew her prior to me having my son, but I didn't initiate anything with her until after he was born. And me and my ex-wife were on the rocks. It was just a bunch of mess. So, but she's always been my friend. She's always been my friend, always been there to talk. She didn't do anything disrespectful or anything while I was married. She's giving me advice and all that. She's always been a really, really, really good friend. But when that moment came and I was done with my ex, she was like, all right, we'll go here. But
let me slide on in here real quick.
Yeah.
You need a shoulder? Here's mine.
Here's my shoulder.
But what we doing before you get on this shoulder? Like, this could be your shoulder forever.
Right.
But yeah, I feel you on that. I feel her on that. Like, what are we doing here?
What we doing? But yeah, she came around at a very low point in my life. Even after just having my baby, I was in a really low spot, and kind of built me back up and made me, I'm an emotional person, y'all.
It's okay.
Yeah. Jashara is emotional.
Cause I cry in a minute. I cry in a minute.
I'm emotional too, but I'm real. Like, I'll hold it.
Come on, Big Leo. Yeah, fight them tears.
Yeah. No, she helped build me back up to be in a better spot, mentally, emotionally, physically, all of that. She was there, and I knew without a shadow of a doubt that's who I needed to be with, because I've never felt like that with anybody who I've ever been with. Even with all the drama and BS, little stupid stuff that we would fight about, it was nothing compared to everything else that I've been with. I've always felt safe with her. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And then she loved my baby. So it was like,
okay. Y'all, my heart. Y'all should, oh, my heart. I'm up here like,
that is so special. Like, that is so special to find somebody who makes you feel like that. Because I don't care what type of relationship you're in. I don't care if you're with a man, you're a woman. I don't care what it is. To find that is literally,
especially if you're at a low point, because there's so many people out there that will take advantage of you when you're at your lowest, as opposed to building you up and, you know, finding all those pieces and helping you stack them on top of each other and make yourself whole again. So that, y'all, my heart, this story got my heart. Like,
I'm happy for you, you know, just to find that. That's special. It really, really is. And I mean, I'm looking for that now. It's like a needle in a haystack at this point.
Listen,
people play games. They want to play with your emotions. They take advantage of things, or they're not honest and open with you.
Everybody's a hard body. Everybody want to be tough, want to be closed off, guarded, every wall up. And I'm talking about the impenetrable kind, the kind that you just can't get through. Like, okay, this is what we're doing. All right.
And the thing is because y'all were friends first, and for her to be there for you and not try to take advantage in your vulnerable moments, that shows character. That shows that person's integrity and morals and everything. You know what I mean? So I like that.
She's a good person. She's really a good person. Now, I'm not gonna say I had to break her down too. Because she has some walls and some boundaries and all types of stuff. She's just, I'm gangster, I'm hard, I'm this, I'm that. I had to bring you down just a little bit and soften you up some. So we've built on each other. We've molded each other to who we want the other person to be. So she's made me better. I've done things to help her become a better person, become a better parent, become a better sister, all of that stuff. We do that for each other, which is, I think, why we work so well.
That's good.
Now, what did we talk about a few episodes? That's an example of healthy love. Mm-hmm. Healthy love. Oh my God, y'all, my heart can take me. I love a good love story. I love a good love story. Love. Now that I'm finally admitting out loud that I am a hopeless romantic, something that I just fought myself on since I've been alive, I love a good love story.
I'm a hopeless romantic. It's okay to be a hopeless romantic.
I know. What's wrong with that? What is wrong to love and be?
Y'all, I was like, nope. Romance. I used to be like, no, I'm not even romantic. Yeah, I used to like, don't buy me flowers. I was so anti-romance, and and I was just fighting because I've really been a hopeless romantic my whole life. Because I wear my heart.
I bet you when somebody bought you flowers, inside you was just bursting.
The first time I got flowers, y'all, it was like fireworks on the inside of my body, and on the outside, I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Girl,
the inside, it was Valentine's Day. It was pink, red, hearts, sparkles, glitter. It was everything. And on the outside, I was like, "Thank you. These are so nice."
You're so.
I'm so happy I grew out of that.
So that sounds great, and I'm glad you got your happy ending. And I know you mentioned kids, and you did mention that you had a son prior to her. Mm-hmm. How was the relationship like with your son and your wife now? Like, how's that? Or how was it when you first kind of introduced them and stuff?
He was 8 months old. So
it's baby. So that's all he's pretty much known. Right?
He's known his pretty much his whole life. Yeah. So that's his mom. That's Mama Tutu. So
it's transition.
Right. Let me ask you this. Again, this is, if you're comfortable with whatever you're wanting to, answer. So like one of our friends that came on the show, she's actually a free spirit, but the technical term, she's bisexual, right? So her kids have seen her date, men and women. Mm-hmm. So, she did talk with her daughter as well. Her daughter's older, to see how her daughter felt, or how other kids were to react to that. Like, how is your son? How's he comfortable with everything? He's just, I know he was 8 months, so I feel like he's just like, this, it is what it is kind of thing.
It is what it is. Yeah. He's 6. So he does have his moments where he's asking, well, why don't I have a daddy? So every so often we do have to have the conversation of where you came from, why you don't have a daddy, and all of that. But he's very loving towards everybody. So I don't really have an issue. I don't really have an issue with him. That's my Pisces baby. So
I love Pisces. Oh my gosh. They are, oh, I love Pisces. They really do love, they are just so, oh my God, like y'all are just like marshmallows. Why y'all so sweet? Like, I love Pisces.
I know some Pisces that a little roasted, toasted.
She knows some s'mores. She knows.
That's what I'm saying. But for the most part, yes, y'all are. My girl Riri's a Pisces, so
it is.
That's good. But again, he's young. So do you and your wife have any children together? Are y'all wanting to have children together?
Okay, so she has a 17-year-old. We have a 17-year-old, but she birthed her 17-year-old, and I have the rest of our kids. So we have my 6-year-old, my 2-year-old, and I have my baby just turned a month old yesterday. So, and that's it. So we've got 4 kids together.
That's what's up. So is that it? Like 4 and done, or y'all?
I'm done. I'm sad about it, but I'm done. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, is this a for sure done or a?
It's a for sure done. Honestly, it's only because I can't get a bigger car.
Wait, do you have a minivan?
I don't have a minivan. No, she just bought me a car in April for our anniversary / push gift. So she bought me my car. Through. I know. She's pretty awesome.
I knew it had to be something, because not Miss, I love everything about being pregnant. And y'all know I hate everything about being pregnant. Like, and this is somebody that loves the ride. And I'd be like, let me off immediately. Undo my seatbelt. Let me off.
I enjoyed being pregnant. I really did, aside from the morning sickness, because all 3 of these boys,
yeah.
Oh my God. I lost 25 pounds with my first baby.
Wow.
My second baby, I lost 30. Now this third baby, I lost maybe 10 pounds. But them first 2, nah.
I wish. I wish too.
Not for real.
No, you
I wish
don't.
I could have lost some weight. No, I did lose weight during my pregnancy too with my daughter. I was losing like 3 to 4 pounds a week.
Yeah.
When I was pregnant, but I had gestational diabetes, so I kind of had to go on a real strict diet. So that's why I was losing weight. I didn't have like morning sickness with her or anything. It was an up and down battle.
Yeah, because that's no joke. Like,
yeah, I didn't have that, thank God. If I felt nauseous, I drank a cup of pickle juice and I was good. My baby's father had my snacks at the side of the table. And then when they said you had gestational diabetes, it was like, what am I going to do for the rest of my pregnancy? I can't eat my box of honey buns. Like, what? My brownies? You cannot, girl, because I had a good pregnancy though, overall. He was very catering to me. He's like, I was going to wake you up, but I thought it'd be safe to wake you up with food. So I'd wake up with this big old breakfast.
They're supposed to do it. That's how it's supposed to be done.
I'm like, my next, whoever I am with my next, you got to make sure you come with it hard when I'm
pregnant. Girl, you had the next one, because I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
I only got one, so
yeah, so that means you need to be back in the OR. I mean the DR.
Not the
you
OR.
Need to be back. You need to be back in there.
Maybe when she graduates high school, that's what I'm looking at.
Well,
that's too far.
Like, because what they gonna do? She gonna be the babysitter.
That's why.
You know, stop. Bye. Goodbye. I almost logged off.
Honestly, I think because I'm really just taking my time. I'm trying to find this hopeless love romance story that she had, this happy fairy tale ending. I'm not looking, but I'm hoping that finds me. Let me say that.
It'll find you.
I'm hoping that's what finds me next, because I'm very big and selective on who I date, and who I give my time to. Because I always say time is so valuable. Time is precious, and that's something I can never get back. And what I'm not going to do is waste my time on somebody that does not appreciate my time. So
time is your most valuable asset, especially for parents, because we really don't have time to give away. So when you get it, please don't abuse it, misuse it, take it for granted.
Thank you.
Because we literally have to make time for you. We
and
do not have time.
This is what I'll be telling them. Like, if I'm making time, not them, but who I was talking to recently, I'm making time for you, that takes away from my child, and I got to make arrangements. I'm a single parent. Like, I'm the mother, I'm not the father. You know, a lot of the times the father don't have their children like that, and they're with the mother, so they can get up and go when they please. So time is so valuable. So I'm not picky, but my standards are high when it comes to how you not how you appreciate my time, but how you value my time when I give it to you. That's a big thing for me.
Speaking of time, because we're getting progressive. We're coming into some progressive times. That led me to think of, Tia, how do you and your wife handle, because I know y'all get them when y'all in public, you know, the stares and the people that just got to be ignorant. What do you find is the best way to deal with it? Like, do you just pay them dust? Does it affect y'all in any way? At any point, when did it used to, even if it's not now? Like, how do you handle that?
It used to bother me a lot, but the older that I get, though, the more I just kind of brush it off. It is ignorance. It's just pure ignorance, and some people just can't help it. So I don't let it bother me anymore. It really, really used to bother me before, especially when like my kids were around, and you have people looking like, okay, now how did that happen? But I've learned to pretty much don't say nothing or be completely honest. My wife, we have kids. You don't have to have a man and a woman to have a baby. It's 2022.
At that, add a 2 onto it. Like, come on. And we halfway through the year on top of that. So, like, has anybody ever come, even if it's not with your current wife, but just period, whether it be now with your wife or previously with previous relationship, has anybody ever been bold enough to actually come up and say something to you? Like, have you ever had that? Because I've seen it, that type of ignorance.
Thing that I've gotten was, you don't look gay. That's probably the biggest thing that I've.
What the hell? Somebody please drop in the comments, what does gay look like? Because I want to know. Somebody please tell me what gay looks like. I'm curious. Because what the fuck does straight look like? Y'all let me know what these things look like, please. Somebody that know the answer.
Are they saying, I don't know what, because you're more of the feminine? Like, I just don't get it. Like, how are you to look some way? That don't make no sense.
And I asked the same question.
Do you get that? You too pretty to be gay. So are gay people ugly? Like, is that what y'all saying? Are gay people like, you guys? I guess, do y'all think just because like people are gay because they couldn't find nobody? Like, what is wrong? What is wrong?
Right.
What is wrong with y'all out there?
Yep.
What is up here? Reprogram. Try at least make an effort, because y'all irritating. Y'all so irritating.
You have to just learn how to let it go, because people are gonna be people. People are gonna say what they feel just because of how they brought up with their own personal beliefs, and I can't stop somebody from what they think or what they believe. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you that what you're thinking is wrong, because you can't tell me what I'm thinking is wrong. So I just let it go.
That's good. I guess you have to, otherwise you'll be fighting your whole life. You'll be fighting mental battles with people every day. And who got time for that?
I don't
have time. And that's what we said. That's what we were saying on the last couple of episodes. Like, be you, be authentically you. And that's the best thing that you can do for yourself.
Yeah.
because what I say, who else you gonna be? You can't be anybody
Anybody
else. Everybody else already them.
Mhm.
And it's y'all, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, people of the universe, but it's corny when you try to be somebody else that already exists. Now, if you want to reinvent yourself, you can do that, but don't go take nobody else's identity. Like, that's weird. But y'all be some weirdos sometimes.
Weirdo.
Not our lovely listeners, but whoever this just happens to find, and it just came up on your IG feed or something, and you a weirdo, then I am talking to you because you are a weirdo. But yeah, everybody else know. Hi, y'all.
Tia, I have a question for you. It's called a coming out loud question. And again, you answer if you like, if you don't. It's one of these
It's
questions.
probably something extreme because if you can't tell by the wording coming out loud.
That's yeah. So yes, it is a coming out loud question, and it actually don't have nothing to do with pride or anything like that. This is literally a kind of more of a sexual kind of question. So my thing is, I had a question I was going to ask, but kind of talking to you, I kind of feel like maybe that's a bit extreme to ask. So how are y'all, how do y'all spice up the bedroom and stuff? Like what is it that y'all do? Do y'all use toys? Because I have never used a toy before.
But she thinks too.
Tashara plans to purchase me one. But like
that's one of her birthdays.
So how are things? Do y'all just need each other and hey, we good like that? Like we don't need all the extra.
It's a combination of both. It's a combination of both. Like we have toys, we have each other. It's a combination of both.
Okay. I'll take that because I like to get in people's business a little bit too much. But yeah, I told Tashara, I've never used one before. I don't own one. I've never purchased nothing like that.
And every time you say it, my heart break a little bit more. It just keep breaking.
And so when I'm not with somebody, like if I'm not talking to anybody, I'm without. Because for me, it's like
killing me, Ash. You killing me.
Let me tell you why though, because I am a hopeless romantic. Like I really love, and I love hard when I do love somebody. I want that body heat. I want that feeling. I want the touch. I don't want like all this air just to
Don't
get
irritate me, ma'am. Please.
I mean, I could probably put the blanket on top of me and make it feel like some body heat. I don't know, but that's not. I need the person. I need the intimacy. I have to have intimacy. I get that. No, maybe my mind might change when she gives it to me. It might change some things, but I need my other.
I could understand that because I think I'm that same way. If I didn't have my person, I would be the same way. It's not something
awkward to me. Deshaun, fill me in on it because
I'm gonna feel like that's cute and all, but no, when that's real cute. That's a real that's real Disney PG, but not over here, because when my body say it's time to go, it's time to go. We're gonna bring out a toy in a minute because ain't nobody got time to wait for you to get off work or you on the other side of town. I'm over, or if I'm not with somebody, who finna go?
I feel you on that though, because when I am, when I'm ready, I'm ready.
Who finna go that long without coming?
But
not me.
I gotta wait. I'm like, damn, I don't want to wait.
Not. I can tell you right now what they say. Now my room will sound like a barbershop every night if it got to me. No.
Oh my God.
No. No, nobody got time. Y'all, you're like, it's cute. It's for the skin to skin. That's cute, That's cute. But when you not in a relationship, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. And we ain't out here trying to just pile up a body count. So it's like you gotta get some toys. It's either you gonna be
No,
one
when
person.
I'm with somebody, I'm out here as hot as it is outside. It, dry like the grass out here at this point. It's
My
been a
cheeks hurt.
almost year.
And that's why you need some toys because it's hot. You gotta. I mean, that's gonna.
Man, I need to start dating. I need my person. That's all.
We gonna go on a dating show.
Oh, hell no.
We're gonna go on a dating show. We're gonna go on who somebody will love. We're gonna bring them back and we're gonna be gonna be on the cast.
Girl, that's gonna be a whole mess. My ass. But
no. Yeah, I think I need to.
Is there any advice? Because you are married though. You did say, you're married, is there any advice you want to give to the people with marriage, pride, being gay and married? Like, is there anything that you want to share with anybody?
The biggest thing, honestly, that I'm just not a big fan of with my community. You don't see a lot of lasting marriages in our community just because people don't communicate. And communication is a very, very big part of any relationship, any orientation. It's just communication is a big thing. But I noticed a lot in my community, we don't stay together long because they're worried about what's the next best thing and who's this and who's that. Your relationships are 5 minutes long, and lesbians get the horrible name of U-haulers. So you're together a week, you got a U-haul, y'all move in together. And because that is and I'm guilty of it, that is a thing, relationships don't last long because it's like sparks at the moment and then it's over and then you're on to the next. So communication is a big thing to stop that stigma, and wanting to have something, more meaningful than just a quick relationship or the quick sexual experience.
Quickie. Let's go old school on them. These new generation don't know nothing about that.
No, pick up quickie. What's that?
Right.
They don't.
Action
but
auntie. Action auntie.
Aunties, uncles, all of them. But just communicate. I mean, like we sit down and we talk, but communication. That's all I can say is communication, listening to each other, being understanding that you're not going to agree on everything. You have to agree to disagree and let stuff go. Because if you go in with that mentality, I'm right, you're wrong, it's not gonna work. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree. Sometimes you have to say, you know what, you're right, I'm wrong, and so on and so forth. I think that was our biggest thing, was communicating and figuring out, I'm not always right, she's not always right, her way doesn't necessarily mean that it's right, and neither does mine. Our parentings are a little bit different, but we have to learn how to put my parenting and her parenting together so we can tag team that ass, because these kids are something else.
You didn't mention 3 boys.
Yes,
earlier, so.
With all boys, I can imagine it get pretty lit. Yeah. And you got to be like, all right, sit down, because I said sit down.
No, it's more like sit your ass down.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
They are a mess, especially the 6 and that 2-year-old.
Oh,
yeah.
Those are mess ages. 6 and 2. That's when you tearing the house down for 2 different reasons.
That is some great advice. I completely agree with you. Communication is key in any relationship that you're in. If you want it and you want to make it work, communication is a big thing.
Communication, y'all. Word of the day. Communication.
Right. The other thing
with the ability to listen too.
That's
you got to be able to be receptive. Yeah, that was my biggest thing, was talking and not talking to listen either. So I had to work on that.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you can admit that that's something you had to work on, and you've done the work and keep doing the work, because you got to keep working, y'all. You can't just think you got it, because it changes. As you change, your communication style changes, your willingness to hear certain things changes. So you got to keep working at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy you said that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you.
Yes, my love.
And opening up with us
and for bearing with
us
all over the place in this ghetto mess.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Thank y'all for having me.
Well, thank you. It's nice meeting you. You seem like a lovely, nice person.
She is.
Hopefully, you know, you and your wife can come on the show in person one day, and you know, we can all meet and stuff like that.
I got you. She's got the little bitty one right now, so I didn't want him in here crying.
No, I completely.
Because he the little bitty knew. He just came to the world. He just said, "Hey y'all, it's me. I know y'all been waiting. Here I am."
Yeah,
that's so sweet. I miss those stages, y'all. I really do.
Yeah, he's such a good baby. He's a really, really good baby. He doesn't cry a lot. He sleep all day, eat all day.
He said, "Look, it's enough going on in the world, Mama. I ain't gonna be another problem. It's enough stuff going on in 2022. I'm gonna come here like I got some sense, and I'm gonna chill. He does.
He's a good baby. Now that 2-year-old too.
She's the toddler. It's always the toddler. It's always the toddler.
Jace is a mess. Jace is a mess, a hot mess. But I love my baby, but he should have been the last baby. Based on how he acts.
He said, "No limit soldier. That's me, Master P right here."
Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations on your baby.
Thank you.
I'm happy again that you got your fairy tale ending. It didn't start off, you know, like you would hope, but I'm happy that it got better and you got that ending for you.
Thank you.
Y'all go like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Until next time, thank you. Bye.
Bye.